6 giant snakehead fish found in Maryland.
2 years ago, a man released 2 snakeheads into a local pond after buying them with intentions to make soup.
Let's take a closer look at the snakehead fish.
Although it looks just like the bowhead fish, it has its own distinct characteristics. It has enlarged scales on the head, pelvic fins near its head, and no bony plates between the lower jaw bones. They also have very sharp teeth, which results in a lot of damage.
They are freshwater fish with a very low tolerance for salt water.
They are voracious, especially when they feel threatened, while guarding their offspring. Here is an example of their extreme aggression in action.
They tend to avoid contact with humans, but they greatly impact the native ecosystem by increasing competition with other predatorial fish. The snakehead eats fish, birds, small mammals, and small amphibians. Since they have a similar palate, they outcompete native species in an area.
This can offset the biodiversity and ruin the food chain within the habitat.
The keystone species, which is a species that holds a community together, will have to compete with the vicious snakehead.
Snakeheads are known to carry bacteria which could potentially bring diseases into the region, spreading to native fish and wildlife.
Indicator species have started popping up in these places. An indicator species is a species that will show up as early warning signs of damage to a community.
The difference between a keystone species and an indicator species is that a keystone species holds the community together, while an indicator species is a sign of danger.
The giant snakehead is found in Massachusetts, Maine, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Wisconsin, and New York. It was first found in California in 1997. Then it was found throughout the East Coast. It is native to southern Asia and tropical regions.
If you find one in the wild, try to capture it and then freeze it. It is recommended to put the dead snakehead in a bag with ice. If they are not caught, they could cause millions of dollars in management and damages.
Contact the U.S. Geological Survey and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, which are 2 agencies within the Department of Interior. They regulate the importation and transportation of this species.
In Maryland, all of the fish in the pond were killed with poison. 6 snakeheads were found in the pond.
This fish was added to the list of injurious wildlife in 2002.
These fish are no longer allowed to be imported into the U.S. or transported without a permit across state lines.
The snakehead fish is considered an invasive species and not a non-native species because it causes economic and environmental harm. Beware of the Frankenfish.